All right, so here's a 2-minute update on the markets. I said I'd update after CPI came out yesterday. It's Friday today. That was Thursday morning, New York time. And we got a slightly better CPI, and that dramatically affected the markets. We got a something like a 7% rally in NASDAQ, and very good rallies on the euro, the pound, gold, the Aussie dollar, and the ARC ETF. Have a look at the other video that I've just put up and see what I think about that one. That was a good result for us, about 15% up on that instrument. And of course, gains on euro, the pound, Aussie dollar, which we were trading. We weren't in gold or NASDAQ, but I was in ARC and Amazon, and euro, the pound, and the Aussie. So let's have a look at the euro. We've got to be a little bit careful. So, yes, dramatic rallies. Have we reached a point where we can say we're in a bull market on these currencies? I don't know. If you have a look at the euro, we're approaching this magic number, which I've been looking for, well, really the middle of August, back to 1.0380, more or less. We're just about there. I expect we'll try and test that just below 1.04, and then perhaps a pullback. I think at this stage we have to say we're now forming an uptrend. We've got higher highs on the euro, and unless we break beneath the current lows where the moving averages are, this is a daily chart, we're in a bull trend for now. We'll probably go sideways for a period of time now after such a good rally. But again, dips down to around about parity or just below that will be a good opportunity to buy the euro. Same thing with the pound, really. Hasn't moved as much as I thought it might, but we have broken above support and we are forming an upward trend line. We are forming higher highs and higher lows. So again, pretty similar to the euro. However, be careful. We're at resistance at the moment, just slightly above it at 1750. And then that was previous support, actually, where we are also at 1750. So it could be, and it probably will be, opportunity for the pound just to pull back. But we need to hold above these lows, progressively going from 1335 to 1140, and then this quite big one here at 1.1, really, 1.09. 20, 1.1, very key level. We need to hold above that for some time for the pound to be cemented into this upward trend. Gold, same thing. Are we in an uptrend? Yes. Well, we're forming higher highs. We haven't got higher lows yet. We've got the same lows on that triple bottom. That's where we bought, in fact, a week ago, and we bought a little bit at the beginning of this week. I wasn't in this last rally, unfortunately, on gold. But yeah, so we want to pull back down to at least 1730 before looking to buy gold. Right at these lofty levels, I don't think it's an opportune time to buy gold at the moment, but we potentially could get a rally back up to 1800, $1,800 before any correction in gold. I don't know, but at the moment we're still looking bullish, and there's no reason to suspect that we're going to hit that resistance and reject from it at this stage. We don't know. ARC Innovation ETF, have a look at the other video. There's a great trading opportunity here. I really like it. We're looking for a pullback into 34.50, 35, somewhere around there. Have a look at the other video. There's some more detail on that. This one that we're in, again, on not the last video, but the one before that, we talked about the pound, South African rand, and the key support that we're at right now. We want to see this begin to move up. And we're basically just waiting for a sort of a gain in momentum towards the upward direction on the British pound. Again, have a look at the previous video. There's more detail on that. NASDAQ after a 7% rally and also hitting very, very key resistance at 11,700. I don't think we should be looking for longs. In fact, today is already starting to pull back in a little bit. So can we hold up with it? I really don't know. It's very difficult to see what's going to happen on stock markets overall. But if you're picking individual names, I think ARC Innovation is the one to look at. So overall, we've had a really good rally this week. I think we're due for a little bit of exhaustion, a little bit of a pause. I wouldn't be going too heavily into long positions. Could be that we get some extensions towards the upside on all of this, but we'll have to just wait and see. And the reason for that is because I think the dollar index, and let's just put that up on the chart here quickly, dollar index has fallen down, but not quite as far as it should. We've broken beneath key support at about 108. We're down to 100 and 660, and I think the next target needs to be 105. So that's 160 pips in currency terms below where we are at the moment. So we could get a little extension on the euro, the pound, the Australian dollar, and a little bit on gold before we see those starting to pull back in a bit. So look for the dollar index to turn around at around about 105. That's 1.2% below where we are at the moment. So we could see that continuing just a wee bit lower until we find some support and potentially quite a good bounce back up to 108, maybe 109, maybe even 110. So be aware of that. We might be stuck in that 110 to 105 range for some time to come. I don't know. I suspect that's what's going to happen. So be careful with both sides. Perhaps look to trade the range on all currencies and gold until we break out of this 110 to 105 range on the dollar index. Take care. Have a great time. And remember, if you subscribe to this channel, you enter the draw to win access to my video trading course. Trading for Beginners covers currencies, and it covers all sorts of other things as well. It's a great course. And if you become a subscriber by hitting the subscribe button, it'll take you 1 second. You automatically get entered into the draw to win a free copy or free access to my video training course. Speak to you soon.